need you for the old me. Need you for my sanity.
Hello everyone, Callie Storm Doll here, and today we're doing a collection video. So this is my collection. I believe I have 3 different series of Masters of the Universe figures, and if anyone notices anything different, just leave me a comment in the comment section below. So the first thing I want to show you guys are these comics. So these actually came with the recently released Mattel version of Masters of the Universe, the new 5.5-inch line. Those booklets came with them. So we're gonna go over these characters. So this first one we're gonna look at is the 5.5-inch new release by Mattel Tila figure. Now, I'm so happy to have this figure because it was so hard to get a Tila figure in the other line. I don't know if it's because, they said you had to be like a part of a club. That's the thing with these figures I want to mention as well, too. I think I have so many different series of Masters of the Universe because it was really hard for me to get characters. Like, if you weren't like a club member or something like that, it was really hard for you to get any of the figures. So this is Tila from the new one, and this is Krita. I think her name is Krita. She's a villain, or she's like an in-between character. Sometimes she's good, sometimes she's bad. And this is the Masters of the Universe figures that I was familiar with, but they were so hard to get them because it's like you had to be a club member, only this membership get these figures. It was very exclusive, so my collection is very scattered. But this Krita came with this like arm cannon thing. She also came with this little wand right here, and she also came with this extendo wand, which is like the wand extended out like a whip, and I bet that would really hurt. So yeah, I like her aesthetic. I like that she is like rock and roll villain type of chick. She gives me vampiress, like she's a vampire. Like, yes, play that song again before I drink your blood. Like, that's what she gives me. She gives me a cold read. Yes. So that's great. Now, this is also a different series. I know these figures came from Big Bad Toy Store, but this is not the same line as the Walmart ones or the ones I just showed you, like the membership one. I believe this is also a different series, and this is Shadow Weaver. Yes! And I was so happy to get her. She doesn't have any feet or anything. She just has this hole for this, if you want to give the illusion of a levioso, you can put her on that, and she looks like she's levitating through the hood. Yes, don't play with the original diva. So if you want to do that, but the interesting thing about these, and I'm going to show you guys, is that I have doubles. Someone gifted me them, and I also look at this glue under her arm. I also got them for myself. So I got them for myself, and then I was gifted them. So, it was very much so, yeah. But yes, this is Shadow Weaver, and I was so happy to have her because once again, with that Maddie collector thing, I was not able to get a Shadow Weaver, and then on the secondary market, she was thousands upon thousands of dollars. So I finally got me one for cheap. Yes. And some of her accessories include her little staff right here, and then this is a torch, and then this is like her throwing a beam at someone. So that's her Shadow Weaver. And right here we have, I totally forgot her name. I forgot her name. It's not Evelyn, is it? I think it might be Evelyn. I think so. This is her. Yes, the original color queen. So also, she was another one that I was so happy that Mattel put out in this line, because I did not get the 6-inch version. So yeah, she's a 5.5-inch version. I love the pop colors that they put on them, and I kind of get why these figures sell out, because they're fun. You know, like a kid would think these colors are fun, and adults, and there is a redress value. So even though they don't have cloth clothes, you can like detach their limbs and different things like that, and you can swap them around. It's actually pretty fun. That's what I love about them. It's actually pretty fun. So the next one we're going to look at, we're going under the sea. Yes. Underneath you and me. Yes. We're going to visit Mermista. Yes. So the reason why Mermista is just a floating torso right now is because Mermista's abilities include the ability of transformation. So she has the ability of transformation, and you can either give her limbs. So if you want, you can attach this. So we're just gonna give this a look. You know, this is a collection overlook video. Please understand that. Get your snacks, get your blankets. We're looking over the entire collection, honey. So this is Mermista in her human form. Howdy, y'all. She looks like she wants to say howdy, y'all. So in her human form, you can give her her shield of protection. So you can see she has her shield of protection. I love the way it's shaded with all those different greens and things like that. I love when artists are able to capture a whole bunch of different, you know, yeah. And this is her horn. So she can blow into her horn and call upon the sea animals. One thing you don't want to do is upset Mermista. Yes, Mermista can call abilities of the sea. So what's really cool about Mermista is that if you were playing with her and you wanted to do transformatic and have her like jump into the sea so she can transform, and then when she comes back up from the sea, because she has different abilities now. She'll have those different abilities now. So when she jumps back up from the sea, she says, "It's me, Mermista." So now she has her long tail. And for those of you who may be curious on how tall she is with her tail, let's see. Because I'm actually a little bit curious oneself. Let's see, because I'm actually a little piece curious one. Oh my God, she's 9.5 inches. Oh wow. Oh wow, Mermista showing off. Okay, I didn't even know. Go off, sis. So yes, this is Mermista. Let me lift this up a little bit. Oh wow, Mermista. Yes, she is so pretty. One thing about me, I love mermaids. It's like I'm attracted to the sea. I love mermaids, and her tail has all this glitterati. Her tail has 3 different points of articulation. Like, it was so hard for me to get her, but like, look at these detailings, and oh wow. It's just like, you just don't get these detailings these days, you know, like, wow. Yeah, so she's a part of the older figure line, but her detailing is just like, wow. Like, even if you want her to be her mermaid form or her princess form, it's very transformatic, and I just love her, you know. So like, that's Mermista. So we're going into the realm of the princesses now. So with her, this stand is actually for Mermista, which I'm glad we have it, because you just connect her to the stand, and now, well, at least that's what I thought, that I just had to connect her to the stand. What's going on? I'm a genie and I'm a genie and I'm good. Anyway. So now we're gonna look at Spinnerella, and I don't have Spinnerella's shield out here because it's being used by the female Green Lantern. She didn't. I think so. I think that's who's using it. But we do have her staff, dun, 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 which is a vivid purple and blue. Really cute. Look at Spinnerella. Spinnerella is so beautiful. I love this figure because she has this beautiful tan skin, and I'll show you. Because if you bring her next to a sea-dwelling queen like Mermista, you see Spinnerella is beautifully tan. Yes. I love her deep complector. It's really, really cute. So her abilities, if you're curious, is she can spin. She can spin really, really fast, and she can turn everything around her into a tornado. And when you first get her out of her packaging, her hair is like broken up into separate pieces, and then you can have fun putting her hair together. So I think that's really cool, and I love that she's a complector queen. You know, she almost looks my complector. So I really like that about her. She's very pretty. Her makeup is very subtle but sweet. Yeah, I really do enjoy her. This is my homegirl, Spinnerella. Yes. So now we're looking at the District Diva, Perfuma. Yes. I'm sure you can gather what her abilities is. Perfuma has the ability of scent. Yes. She's a queen of odor, if you will, because one thing about her, if she releases a toxic fume, you're out, honey. Yes. Perfuma has the ability of scent, and she can release toxins in plants. So she also has, which she doesn't hold very well because it is very heavy. They made this gun very, very realistic, and it's very heavy. So even when I get it in her hand, which I'm trying to do now, she doesn't hold it up. It's just too heavy for her. But the idea is that she can shoot these toxic plant bombs at you, which is so cool. She kind of reminds me of like a fairy pixie version of Poison Ivy, you know? So she kind of gives me that. And this is her shield. And if you're curious, her shield colors are different from Mermista. You can see they do differ. So you know, just if you were curious about that right now. So this is Perfuma, and I think she's so pretty. I think the detailing that went into her outfit is really, really nice. The detailing in her boots, the detailing in her belts, like they took the time to, you know, color everything. And a lot of these toy companies today just don't take the time anymore to really put in the design and efforts. So right now we're gonna look at Peacock. I don't know what her name is, but we're going to call her Mrs. Peacock because I forgot. I really did forget her name. Is it Featherina? Flight Arena? I know it's something Arena because a lot of them had those type of names. I forget her name. But I love her because she kind of reminds me of Polaris from the X-Men with her green hair and her choker. But her ability is... it's very interesting because her ability is of a male peacock because she causes delusions. You know, she can raise up her fans and give you a delusion. She's like a psychic type of person, causing visions and delusions. But my thing is, only male peacocks flash this type of thing. So you know, Masters of the Universe was trying to be innovative, you know, giving a male characteristics. You know, maybe they were being, you know, and completely inclusive. I'm thinking a trans man, you know, because, you know, even, you know, this is the ability of male and a female has all male abilities. Even her fan has the eye of Horus on it. All these on these wings are actually eyes of Horus. So yes, she definitely has some type of psychic ability. Her background, she may be some type of like Egyptian type of thing. This is her shield. So we're just gonna put that on. Her background may be in, Egyptian lore or something like that. She's some type of Egyptian thing. I would love to further go into detail with this one. And if anyone can remember her name, please let me know. So you can see they didn't put as much detailing on the back as the front. I think I got her in a lot. That's why I don't know her name, because I didn't actually buy the lot for her. So I think that is exactly why I don't know her name, because I didn't actually. I brought a lot of something and she just was in the lot. I think that's exactly what happened. So yeah, and this actually can't come out. They like have it permanently plugged in her. Like if you manage to pull it out, I don't think it's gonna go back in. So just letting you guys know. Next we're gonna look at Tall Star. Yeah. So I'm just gonna kind of take the camera over. So her accessories are all these joints, and I'm gonna tell you why. So with Tall Star, she sounds like she's a female rapper, but she has the ability to stretch. So, by her having the ability of stretch, what they decided to do was give her extensions. So, you can add different bolts to her neck and make her neck longer. You can add bolts to her arm and her legs, and it gives her the illusion of her being really tall. It's a really fun, cute feature. I love how they made her hair all wispy. She gives me kind of like Starfire vibes. So yeah, she's pretty cool. This is her staff, because she also has the like a galactic type of feature where she can shoot star power out like that, because she's tall star. So she has the ability of stretch, so she can stretch really far. And she has the ability to shoot galactic things at you. So she's very galactical. This is Tall Star. I'm loving how these figures, come with a backstory. Now this is Shera from a different line. I need to know this company. Who is this? Super 7. Yes. Okay, so look, Super 7. Okay, Super 7. Awesome. So the other two I think are made by Mattel, but at two different times, and then this is Super 7. So this is the Shera from Super 7, which is so awesome. And I do rough play too, and she's still really cool. Yeah, because I actually do like to do stories and stuff with them, and like she came with this really cool sword. She came with this shield, which is beautifully designed shield, and she also came with not a katana, but it's like a boomerang. So when she throws her boomerang, it'll always come right back to her. I love it, and I love this. And she is, I believe, in the same scale as the older ones. Let's see. Yeah, so that kind of, let me see so you guys can see it. They're kind of in scale. But yeah, she's definitely taller than the other ones, and we're about to see, because this is her next to her counterpart, the new Shera. So you can see, yeah, it's a big difference. But let's take a look at the new Shera. I love this new one. She's really cool. She comes with this reversible crown, so you can wear it as a crown, or you can wear it as like her in fight mode when she's ready to fight, like mask on, mother sucker, like she's ready for war. So I love that feature. I think they did a great job on her face, especially for such a small figure, because they still managed to give her a warmth. Like it's like she looks serious, but but also warm at the same time. So like you can have dimension to her character. I think that's really interesting how the artist managed to get that on her. So yeah, she's definitely a smaller figure, but I think she's really pretty, and I love how they sculpted her hair. One thing about it, I do love how they sculpt Shera's hair. Very wavy or curly and bouncy. Like even though it doesn't move, it just gives a great illusion of. So now we're gonna look at a villain that I wanted for so long. I found him on Amazon. I want to say for $13. Got him new in box, mint condition. I was like, oh my god, I've wanted Icer for years, but I just couldn't find him. And then when I finally turned to eBay, right, I said I'm just gonna give in. I'm just gonna do, eBay. I'm just gonna completely give in to the eBayers. They wanted ridiculous amounts, 50, 60, hundreds of dollars. I said absolutely not. I said Icer, it's just not meant to be. Scrolling on Amazon, what I find for $13. They say wait and you shall receive. So Icer comes with this ice pick, which is so cool, and it's such a decent size. Like, okay, look at him and then look at the ice pick. Like, it's so cool. Like, I love it so much. But he didn't just come with that. He also came with this other staff, which I don't know. I think you had to have watched the episode to understand it. But he comes with this huge gold staff. Like, has that demon on it, and it's two different types of gold. And I think whatever episode he was in, that plays a role, because they did that a lot. Whatever episode they was in, they would give them, parts, bits and pieces of from that episode. So this one is also, I believe, they don't say on there who makes them, and I don't have anyone's box. But I think these are by Mattel as well, but I think they're just older, I think. Yeah, but this is Icer. He's so cool. So now we're looking at hEMAN, and this is the new hEMAN. So he's smaller, and he's like a munchkin hEMAN, but he's so cute. I love all the articulation, and like I said, the swap out theory, where they can like swap out each other's limbs and things like that. And he came with some very interesting features. He came with an axe, so if you wanted him to wield an axe in war, he can. He also came with his shield, which, knowing hEMAN, that's gonna be needed. So he definitely needed his shield. And interestingly enough, he came with a sword, but it was just like half of one. Now this is gonna come in handy because we're getting into it now, okay? So we're gonna have to figure out what's going on because okay. And then next up, this is Skeletor, and Skeletor came with a sword that's half of a sword, just like him. So I don't understand it. I'm like, is it a safety thing for small children? But they keep giving them half swords, and then he comes with that ram skull. And if you look closely, is this the same skull on the, oh no, it's two different things, but it's like indications of a ram. I don't understand that. Very demonic. But this is Skeletor, and I think he's so cool. He's such like an epic villain. He's like tricked often, but he's just like wicked, and I just don't get his design. I think that's what makes him so interesting, because he's like a skeleton in the face, this buff gym guy in the body, and then his feet are like from a triceratops or a duck. Like, I don't know, like maybe that's why he mad, because he don't know what he truly is, bull. And I also have Bo. But Bo, this is what I mean about these figures. They used to do such a good job. Ignore this paint, because I did that. I was trying to add shading to him. Okay, anyway, it didn't work. But, so he came with a different face sculpt. So you can change, so this is regular Bo, so you can change him into like the Prince version of him. So you can have a different head sculpt with this, the mustache. And you also can have this. So right now, this should be in there for that, because this heart one actually goes with the mustache one. So you can change that. I think that's so cool. They gave them so many accessories. And of course he came with this little bow. And look, you can see You can see the little horse right there. And look at all the detail. I love that they use multiple colors of gold. Like, that makes it like so cool. They use multiple. So yeah, this is like a heart. Yup, and then this is the arrow that he would use. Yeah, he was cool. This, I got him. I know I got him from eBay. Not sure how much I paid for him. It wasn't that much because I felt like I wanted to use him for customs. Like, at one point I was gonna make his cape gray. So, I definitely didn't know the value like what I know now. At some point I actually was selling some of them too. So I do have these other ones I'll show you guys just because it's a collection video. I was also gifted another Tila. So this is a Tila, like another Tila figure, but I just haven't opened her. Who knows, maybe once the COVID scare is over and people feel more comfortable, maybe she could be in a giveaway for someone who loves them. And I also have these two I told you guys about earlier from Super 7. We have, let me move this back. From Super 7, we have the Shera, still in box. And I kind of looked at them to see if there's any differences. No, it's not really any differences. And from Super 7, another Shadow Weaver. So there you have it. That's my collection. There you have it. So now we've seen all of my Masters of the Universe figures. And you guys let me know what you think. Like, are you a fan of Masters of the Universe? Do you collect them? Is your collection generationally different like mine? Like, some of these are from this genre, some are from this year, some are from years ago. Like, what does your collection look like? And also, when it comes to these toys, how do you feel about the memberships and the paywalls to get certain figures? I mean, that's why my collection is so all over the place. Because, I'm so thankful that Mattel has this new series because I can collect more of them consistently. Not really have to pay about a membership or paywall. But let me know what you guys think about them. Who's your favorite? Do you collect them? And since you've seen this video, would you collect them? Let me know by leaving me a comment below. And I will see you in my next video. Bye! So I do want to add in these two dolls from the Netflix Shera series. So I almost forgot to add them. I was actually editing the other video and I was looking over the collection and I said, why do I feel like I have more Masters of the Universe stuff to add in? So this is Catra, and this is the Catra doll from the Netflix series. Got her from Target, got Bo from Target. This is Bo from the Netflix series, so you can see he differs from the Bo action figure that we have, but it's the same dynamic. Well, actually no. The Bo on the show is actually a lot different than the Bo from the old series. Aesthetically speaking, yes, he's the same. He has his arrow, he has his heart emblem. They did make him a person of color, which is nice, very inventive. I do believe, now correct me if I'm wrong, someone on the Netflix series is in the community. I'm not sure who. I have not personally watched the Netflix Shera series. I plan on watching it. I have not yet. But Catra, yes, I definitely love the backstory they gave her. I love her doll. I think she's so cute. She was kind of giving me Torla Stripe vibes, but definitely in her own lane. And Bo is just a cutie, and I definitely wanted to add them in. I know it's like towards the end, and Yeah, but this is the full collection because surprisingly, I wasn't really able to find any of the. Actually, I did see the Shera doll, but she was like really expensive, maybe like $30 or something. I don't know. I saw her at like another type of figure store and they had the doll, but she was like really expensive. I was like, no. These, I think I paid 15, maybe. I'm not sure. I think one of these rang up as last because it was like confusion in the store. So I think I got one less than 15, but I think these were 15 at Target. So let me show you the whole figure. So this is the whole Catra figure, and I'm gonna tag their review in the video, so you don't have to worry about that. If you want to see me go into a detailed review and like you can see the unboxing and stuff like that. So this is them like all the way around, and if you want to get a quick height comparison for anyone who's thinking about getting them, this is a LOL next to Masters of the Universe. Yep, I just wanted to add them in. I know it's at the end, but you know, I almost forgot. I was like, wait a minute, don't I have some dolls from this series? And I do. So thank you, Bo. Thank you, Catra. I did not. Oh, thank you, Missy. I did not forget about you guys.